automatic system na po yung nag-remove. Kumbaga po, hindi na-detect na po siya ng teknolohiya upang wala na pong makakita, upang mabilis po siya matanggal. So, 8.8 million po automatic na flag, automatic po natanggal. Yung user reported po, 225,000 lang po. 225,000, which is about 2% po nang natanggal. 2% user reported. And then yung na-report po siya ng organization or government agency, around less than 1%, around 60,000 po. So, kung mapapansin nyo po, karamihan po talaga sa nare-remove sa YouTube ay automatic na po na-detect ng sistema. So, 97% po yung pagdating po sa number of views, sabihin ko lang po, pagdating po sa number of views, 0 views, 59% po. 59% 0 views, 1 to 10 views, 24%, 11 to 100 views, 8%, 101 to 1,000 views, 5%. So, karamihan po talaga ay naitatanggal na po natin yung mga violative content habang mababa pa lang po yung views niya.
Final few points, Mr. Chair, regarding Sunshine Media Network International or SMNI naman, dahil yung mga so-called anchors nito na sina Lorraine Badoy Partosa at si Jeffrey Celis, bagamat sa ngayon ay hindi na gumagana bilang isang network using public airwaves ang SMNI, ay meron pa rin siyang YouTube account na pwedeng meron siyang mga binabalita na pwedeng hindi pa mag-touch doon sa masasabi nating disinformation, pero ito kasi yung mahirap, Mr. Chair, kapag may mga gray area na pwedeng lumulusot, no, yung mga sinasabi ng ganitong mga anchors na actually ay lalagpas na doon sa ano lang yung inaalaw ng bounds ng freedom of expression at ng press freedom. So, sa ngayon, edi pa siya ang camera before na actually nga ay i-revoke yung franchise, no, ng SMNI. So, ang natitira sa SMNI ay yung kanyang mga online accounts. So, din bang differentiation ang Google Philippines sa pag-monitor sa accounts ng mga ordinaryong kababayan o halimbawa yung mga gusto lamang mag-advertise ng kanilang mga binebentang produkto, ganyan, compared dun sa mga institutions talaga like yung mga nagpo-portray ng sarili bilang media or yung mga nasa government mismo. So, meron bang ganong pag-categorize? Kasi magkaiba talaga yung bigat kapag merong structured na nilalabas compared sa mga ordinaryong kababayan natin.
Mr. Chair, so ang sagot po dyan, dun sa mga, nabanggit po kanina yung authoritative content. So, pag meron po tayong breaking news, yung algorithm po ni YouTube, pa-prioritize po niya yung mga news channels, yung mga authoritative sources po, 'di ba? So meron po tayong tinatawag na you-raise po yung mga authoritative sources including government channels, media channels. So yung po pagdating sa mga breaking news, balita, health. So, yung content po ng mga health authorities, nire-raise po natin yan, di ba? Pero pagdating naman po sa enforcement ng community guidelines, pantay-pantay lang po. So, pagdating po sa enforcement ng community guidelines, ng advertiser-friendly guidelines, pantay-pantay po yan. So, whether individual ka or big media channel, pantay-pantay po yung enforcement ng community guidelines.
So, as I wrap up, Mr. Chair, tingin ko doon lang may kailangang pagbutihin talaga dahil while mga tao tayo lahat, pero pagdating sa kung sino yung mas may leverage para magpakalat ng mga ideya, lalo na kung yung ideya ay hindi conducive para sa democratic exchange of ideas at pwedeng magagamit pa nga para talaga manin lang, magpakalat ng mali, tingnan natin dapat mas may accountability doon sa mga institusyon na pwedeng nagagamit yung mga platform, no, para sa maling mga kaisipan, no? And hindi pwedeng nasa balikat lang ito ng mga government agencies, pero may role din talaga ang mga platforms dito, Mr. Chair. Kaya sana sa darating nating mga hearing, meron ding makaupo talaga from Meta tsaka ByteDance na doon kung tingin ko ay marami ding kumakalat doon talaga ng mga mali. Yun lang, Mr. Chair, for now. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Just an interjection sa question, Mr. Chair, if I may. Patanong
With
ko lang,
the indulgence of
with the indulgence of
Honorable
Congressman Paduano.
Akala mo ba?
Hindi, kasi tatanong ko lang, maganda kasi yung punto na kung saan, halimbawa, naglabas ng content na nakapanirang puri, no? And then suddenly the platform takes it down, no? But the damage has been done, di ba? So meron bang sistema ang platform to say that we took it down because of the following reasons? Is there such a thing na ganun technical capability yung platform to say the reason why we took it down is because one, may profanity. Number two, fake news. Number three, hindi verified or validated yung data. Four, it's just it's slanderous or libelous. Meron bang ganung capability?
Mr. Chair, meron po. So, kung pag meron po kayong video na may URL, tapos tatanggal po, naka-display naman po doon kung this video has been removed for copyright violation, this video has been removed for violating
But there's no
community guidelines.
explanation as to why you found it a violative of a copyright law, di ba? Kasi hindi nyo naman in-explain in detail kung bakit But, you know, the damage has been done. Nakapanirang puri na siya So, isn't there a logic? I don't know if this is kasi kayo lang hinandi dito, no? That's the reason why we want to ask you. Meron bang technical capability yung social media platform na, halimbawa, may nag-post ng content, no? I-review muna ng human reviewers nyo and your AI before you post it. Maybe delay mo lang ng few seconds or maybe a few minutes before before i-post or the platform allows the posting of such a content.
So, hindi po siya technically feasible sa dami po ng videos na na-upload every minute po.
Kasi nga, yung volume,
oh,
sheer
volume po talaga. Sa every minute po na nakakalipas, thousands of minutes of videos po yung na-upload, diba? So, hindi po siya technically feasible on the part of any platform.
Sige, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Congressman Paduan.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman.
The Honorable Paduan is recognized.
Thank you,
Let's
Mr.
make
Chairman.
brief.
Yeah. In relation to the question being asked by the members, no? Kasi ganito po, social media platform is doing business in the country. Now, before I ask that, no, yung particular na opinion ng BIR, NTC ba nandito? NTC.
Mr. Chair, good morning po.
Before I give the floor to NTC, Attorney, is Google or any social media platform are public utilities? In your own opinion?
Sa definition po ng batas, hindi po.
Sa Public Service Act,
Hindi po.
hindi siya nakalista. Tama?
Mr. Chair, hindi po.
Okay. Now, NTC is social media platform, in this case, Google, Facebook, etc., are public utilities?
Sir, considering, sir, that they are not also their offices are not situated also in the Philippines, sir, we do not consider them as public
Oh,
utilities.
but they're doing business in the country. Malinaw yon, di ba? Tama?
Doing business po kasi, sir, if I remember po, with regard din po sa BIR po, ang doing business po kasi means that they have an office here in the Philippines, sir.
No, not necessarily because doing business, kahit wala kang opisina, pwede kang kumita dito. Di ba? BIR, di ba? Ganon? Kumikita sila Di ba?
Mr. Chair, for purposes of classification of doing business, it is required that they must have physical presence in the country.
All the more that we have to amend. Di ba? Now, second, tama ka, Tony. Under the Public Service Act, hindi po malinaw na nandun yung social media platform. Ngayon po, Mr. Chairman, all the more that we have to amend that. Because in order for us to regulate such, that should fall under the public utilities. Kasi napakahirap po for example, NTC, hindi nyo rin sila pwede regulate. Of course, KBP, before your member, has to air, they have to apply for a frequency, di ba? Then you regulate if they're members or of such radio station, for example, is a member of the KBP, tama, di ba? But of course, the regulatory power to issue a frequency is with the NTC, tama?
That's correct, Mr. Chairman.